What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at it again with another Copart walk around. We're going to jump right into it today. Number one on my list, a 16? I think it's a 2016 Ford Mustang. Took some front end damage. It's interesting damage, which is why I wanted to show this. This is pretty unique. It must have taken a really high hit. It's a 2016 and it's going to be probably the 4-cylinder. 87,000 miles on the odometer. Nice silver color. I had one just like it, but mine was the GT. I called it Silver Bullet. Honestly, the car looks pretty good. I don't see any airbags deployed either. Just some very odd damage, mainly to the hood. I mean, the hood is just all kinds of folded up. But you move over to the fender, and other than a little ding there, the fender's fine. Come over to the other fender. This fender's got the same ding, but also fine. Now, when I say the fender's fine, it's fine until you get up top. Okay, when you get up here, the hood hinges went into the fender and tore it up here. Could that be fixed and saved? I don't know, guys. Probably not. But, you know, if you're handy, yeah, you could probably salvage the fenders. The bumper. Honestly, the bumper's in really good shape until you get up towards the hood and it's kind of tore up, chipped up here, and it's ripped right there. Okay, could you fix that? Yes. Again, probably, most likely, if you really wanted to, you probably could. Now, let's get to the meat of it, right? What is the deal here? She obviously took a hell of a high hit. Let's move this plastic out of the way. And let's see what's going on here. So this upper support bracket is destroyed. No big deal. That's easily replaced. It literally just bolts on. Bolts, 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 and you're good. The condenser is absolutely destroyed as well. The radiator, I'm going to bet the radiator's destroyed. It may be okay though. The radiator might actually, no, the radiator's fine. It's still got coolant. So the radiator's okay. You're going to need to replace the condenser. You're going to need to replace this upper piece right here. Obviously, the hood is done. The hood hinges are also done. The front bumper, you're going to need to replace that. There's probably active shutters for the grille. I'm going to guess those are probably destroyed, need to be replaced as well. So there's a few components here. They're going to need some attention. But this, to me anyway, this looks like a super easy fix, guys. Super easy fix. Go find you a silver hood, 2 silver fenders, and a silver bumper. These parts will be easy to find. They'll be relatively cheap. Find you the, you don't need the radiator, find you the condenser, this upper core support, all used. Find all of this stuff used, guys. And because I didn't see any blown bags, like once you get this put back together, once you get this put back together, she's good to go. And it's a premium package too. This is a premium package, guys, and it's got the shaker. Uh-oh. Oh, she's dead. She's dead. Okay, let's put a jump on. Let's hear it run. All right, you ready to try this again? Uh-oh. She doesn't want to run. We got the black ice. We've also got remote start. Very nice. I'm not sure what's going on here, guys, but she doesn't seem very happy. Let me climb back under the hood and see if I can figure this out. Okay. Please turn ignition off or start engine. It just doesn't want to run, guys. Yeah. As soon as I hit something that takes up power, it shuts everything down. I don't know. This is my last time trying, guys. There we go. There we go. All right. She runs. We got low tire pressure, low fuel, hill start not available. We got ABS light on. That's not that big of a deal. See if she goes into gear. It does. And it moves forwards. And it moves backwards. All right, we're off to a good start. We got air-conditioned seats. We'll try out the AC. I don't expect the AC to work because I believe it's out of Freon. But we'll give it a shot anyway. Who knows? Maybe the condenser was able to be bent in half and still work. It's hard to say. Does the important window work? Let's find out real quick. Why, yes, it does. I mean, it's only got 87,000 miles on it, guys. That's not a whole lot of miles. All right, let's pop the trunk because I saw a blue wire under the hood that looks like it's supposed to run an amp. So I'm kind of curious about that. There we go. Let's pop that trunk and go take a look. Air conditioning is not cold, but like I said, I didn't expect it to be. The condenser is folded in half, so. Oh man. Yeah, there's the amp wires. They're still in there. They took it out. I can't say I blame them. I'd probably done the same thing. You can always hope though, right? You can always hope. Well guys, she's running great. It sounds great. This is a pretty straightforward fix. Yeah, this really isn't that big of a deal. They took the strut bar too. There's a strut bar supposed to go over here. That's missing. So they took that. Now that was kind of a shady move. That's not what you thought I was going to say, was it? That's kind of a shady deal. Take the strut bar, but they probably had an aftermarket one on it and got rid of the original and didn't have anything to replace it with. But yeah, she's not low on coolant, guys. She's got plenty of coolant. Radiator's okay. Move this piece back over here. This is not a big deal to fix. There's where the strut bar would have mounted right there, gone across to the other side. At least I think that's what that was. Could be wrong, I don't know. Okay, I mean, that's all I need to see, guys. She runs, she goes forwards and backwards. It sounds healthy. What more do you want? And it's an easy fix. It's a really easy fix. My question is, how much is this thing going for? Yeah, no air conditioning. Like I said, I didn't expect the AC to work, so that's not a big deal. Okay, let's give it a little rev. She sounds good, guys. She does. She sounds really good. Touchscreen works like it's supposed to. Yeah, this is a decent one, guys. This is something that could be fixed very, very easily and probably for not a whole lot of money. Now, granted, it's not a V8, kind of sucks, but it's still a Mustang, man. It's still going to be a decent looking car when you're done with it. I like it, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Well, it's been a little while since we've done Carnage. So we got a little bit of Carnage right here, this Ram 1500, man. I'm not quite sure what happened here. You guys will have to tell me. I've seen a lot of accidents out here, a lot of wrecks. I've never seen one quite like this before. So you guys are gonna have to tell me what you think. What happened here? And it almost looks to me like dude was going backwards really fast. I don't know. This is a rough one, guys. Let's take a look at the interior here. We got the windows busted out. Yeah, she's seen the elements for a little while. She's a little dirty. I think that's the least of this thing's problems, though. This has been sitting here a while. It's a 2015. You can see by the sticker how tore up it is. This thing's been here a long time. Yeah, she's been here a cool minute. Oh, that door don't open. This one does. This one, what just fell out? What is this? Oh, okay. That just fell out of the back. Take a look at that mangled interior. Wow. I don't even know, guys. Oh, there's another one right here. There's another one. Yep. Okay. You know, maybe someone got real intoxicated and was cruising down the road backwards 40, 50 miles an hour and then realized they were driving the wrong direction about time they hit something. I don't know. Take a look at the bed here. There's a lot of junk back there too. I'll tell you what else we got though. We got more of those bottles. We got a pill bottle right there. Yeah. Yeah. damn, man. The damage is just ridiculous back here. And what's crazy is you look at the bed, and the bed is mostly intact. A little bit of damage here and a little bit of damage up here, but the majority of the bed is actually okay. It's like almost all of the damage is right here. How did you do that? Do me a favor, if you got any ideas how this happened, comment what you think happened down below. And speaking of Carnage, we got a little bit more. It's a 2016 Corvette Z06. Well, okay, it's not anymore. It's what it used to be. It used to be a 2016 Z06. This thing is in bad shape. This is another one that's been sitting here a long time. Look at the pad. The paper is just flaking off of it. Or that may have been the, I don't know what that was. Maybe it was some kind of a cover to help protect it back in the day. Again, you can see with this faded and just completely destroyed sticker, this thing has been here a long, long time. I don't know how much of this is even salvageable, guys. I mean, you do have a wheel, and of course, you know, these rotors are ridiculously expensive, and you've got the carbon ceramic caliper rotor, all of that stuff. That's going to be worth quite a bit of money by itself. Tires, they may still be worth something. Pilot Super Sports, probably like $335. Yeah, they're $335, 25/20s. There's a lot of good parts back here, stuff that's going to be worth some money. The spoiler, of course, the lights, oh, wow. Okay, the tire is inside back there. It's still on it. The tire just went that direction. Unfortunately, the rotor is completely gone and disintegrated, and the caliper is destroyed as well. So all of that is trash, but you know, your quarter sections, your hatch is still usable. The door is trashed. Obviously, pretty much everything up here is gone as well. That rotor is destroyed. Caliper may or may not be damaged. There's your dry sump, ECU, all that good stuff sits up there. And then everything up here is pretty well destroyed too. There's, in my opinion, there's just not a lot left on this car that's worth much money. This rotor looks like it probably survived. Caliper probably survived. So you probably got two good wheels, two good rotors, calipers, a couple badges. Is this door? Nope, this door took damage. It's repairable, but you know, it's damaged. And the interior's been open to the elements. So yeah, for me, I just don't see a lot of value here. Of course, there is one or two things in this car that still make it worth something. I'm sure you guys have been commenting already. I waited till the end so you guys would start commenting for me to say it. But I mean, there is this little supercharged engine in here somewhere. It's somewhere back there. It's all strapped down, so, well, actually it's not really strapped down at all. These are not really doing anything anymore, but yeah, there's your LT4 under there. It looks like the engine is still intact. And I'm sure the transmission is still intact. That rear end, though, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say the rear, I would just assume if I'm buying this, the rear end is probably trashed on it. I think that'd be a safe assumption. And if it's good, well, then you scored. If not, then you kind of expected it. But the motor and the transmission in this is probably worth a small fortune, honestly. And most likely, I would bet the motor and transmission are probably still okay. Other than that, though, the rest of this car, it's junk, guys. It is. But I figured we'd show you some carnage, but along with the carnage, show you that even though a car may look this bad, this tore up, this destroyed, there are still plenty of salvageable parts that'll make this car probably sell for a pretty good chunk of change. Next on my list, a Mercury Mariner. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. I've always liked these little things. It's listed as an enhanced vehicle, non-runner, 117,000 miles though. So to me, it seems like awful low mileage to have something so catastrophically wrong that it doesn't run anymore, but it does happen. So I'm not going to rule out the possibility that this may not actually run, but I'm also not going to rule out the possibility that it could be another diamond in the rough. I wouldn't call this a diamond in the rough, but I mean, if it went for a few $100s and it ran and drove, at that point I would call it a diamond in the rough. It's got a set of prime wells. The tires aren't in brand new condition, but they're not bad either. They're definitely usable tires. A nice white paint job. it honestly doesn't look that bad. The windshield's got a little bit of a dinger right there. Just a little bit. Let's take a look at the interior here. Well, she's dirty, to be expected. Headliner's good. It doesn't smell bad. Oh, that's different. Ooh, did something take a dump in here? Okay, I'm not sure if something... I don't know. I don't know. There is stuff all over that I can't tell if it's like... Is that dookie? And then there's stuff over there that looks like dried, coagulated blood. Let me double check this again. Let me make sure there's not a bullet hole that I'm missing. And I know a lot of you probably think I'm joking, but honestly, I'm not kidding. You know, tragic things happen, and I just want to make sure I'm not missing something here. And I don't see, let me climb up here. Look up top for an exit hole or anything. I'm not seeing anything up here. Okay, I don't know. That could be coffee. Yeah, I mean, it could be coffee. It really could be coffee, or it could be soda pop. It just, that looked an awful lot like an injury. That looked like somebody got seriously hurt over there. Okay, now that we've moved past that and established that it's probably coffee, we'll go ahead and continue looking at it. If it's a bad one, guys, and I have run into them, I know you guys probably don't believe it, but I've run into some pretty bad things, and I end up just not being able to show the video. You know what I mean? I just delete it, and we have to go find something else. So you guys would never know. But this is a perfect example of you know, how you can see something and then you walk up to it and you're like, oh wait, nope, we can't show this one. This one almost became that one. So the battery is extremely corroded right there. That could make it not run. I mean, this, I know it sounds so stupid, right? It's so simple as cleaning or maybe even replacing the battery terminals, right? It's that simple. Believe it or not, I have bought many cars that did not run. They were dead as a doornail, and that's all it was. It was a matter of replacing a battery terminal and putting a good battery in it. Is that the case with this one? Probably not. Probably not. Let's see if it's got coolant. We'll start with the simple stuff. It does. It's full of coolant. Okay. Now let's check and see if it's got oil. It does have spider webs, lots of spider webs. It's got very clean, that is clean oil, and it's full. So it's got coolant. That's a good sign, because if it's missing coolant, there's a good possibility it went into the engine, okay? So the fact it's got coolant, the fact it's got full fresh oil, I can see it's full of brake fluid. What about the trans? What's the trans look like? It's brown. It's brown. It's not black. And I don't see any shiny metal flakes in it, so trans looks, you know, like it needs serviced, but it looks okay. I would deal with it. Yes, there's only one thing left to do. Let's put a jump on it and see what it does. Hopefully it's got keys. Moment of truth time. I can tell you this, my booster pack does not like that battery. It wanted nothing to do with it. So there is a very good possibility if Copart's using booster packs that have like an internal protection, it may have just automatically defaulted to off. It didn't want to do it. What I did is I put the ground over here instead of on the battery. Grounded here, positive over there. I hear dinging. My booster pack is happy now. It runs. It runs. It does. It runs. Hot damn. This is a donation. This is a donation, and this is one that I can get on board with. This is one we may just have to bid on in this video. Check a couple more things out. We'll turn on the air conditioning. The important window works. So far, the only warning light on is ABS. Okay, let's put it in gear. It went right into drive. Went right into reverse. By the way, the AC is ice cold. It does need a hell of a detail though, man. This thing is dirty. Ugh. Wow. The radio works. I don't see a display, but probably put it on. There we go. There we go. All right, so you can't see the display, but the radio does work, and it does have cold air conditioning. It does go into gear. The important window works. What more do you want from an old SUV, man? Can we... Well, maybe it's locked. Let me see if we can unlock it here. Maybe there's a button. There's your mirrors, fog light, dash lights. I don't see anything for popping the trunk, or the hatch, I should say. Yeah, I don't know. Power steering works. Brakes feel good. There we go. There we go. What do we got back here? You can tell a lot by looking in the back of something like this, right? You find bottles of antifreeze or oil and transmission fluid, you could get a pretty good idea that, you know, it's got something wrong with it regarding one of those things. All I see is Rust-Oleum painter's touch, some Texas tags, a cane, some grandma slippers, a graduation cap. Huh. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say this might have belonged to an elderly person. Huh. And if that's the case, this thing might actually be in decent shape. Guys, it runs great. It's only got 117,000 miles on it. It needs a hell of a cleaning, but I got people that can handle that. We can get this thing cleaned up, make it look good. Is the alternator charging? 14.3, 13.4, 13.1, 13.5, 13.6. Okay, yes, the alternator's charging. That battery and those battery terminals though, man, I can guarantee the battery's shot. Battery terminals at a minimum need a heavy cleaning. And some of y'all have worried about me sitting this on top of cars. I want you to see the bottom of this, guys. It is a very soft rubber. It's not gonna scratch paint or anything. The whole bottom of this GB150 is a very soft rubber. It's not gonna hurt anything. Yeah, guys, she runs like a top. She runs like a top. Finally, we found our diamond in the rough. I just wonder what this is gonna go for. Maybe we should bid on this one. What do you guys think? Right now, comment. Should we bid on this? Wow, that AC is cold. I mean, I get into a lot of these vehicles and AC is like super important to me, and this one has, it's not even on high. This has some of the coldest AC of any vehicle I have been in a long, long time. This is nice. This is nice. We still got our books. This is a donation, guys. A donation, and it's got this, looks like it's got an iPhone hookup here. And a power button down there. I don't know what that power button goes to, but she needs a hell of a cleaning, guys. Yeah, but like I said, I got some guys I think can make this thing look really, really good. For real. Let's give it a little throttle. All right, I'm gonna shut it off. I want this one to be a secret for just us. Yeah, and she won't do anything again. Good deal. Good deal. I'm happy with this. I think, guys, let's pull up the app real quick and let's see what this one's going for. This one might be something we should just go ahead and bid on right now. All right, guys, well, here it is. 2006 Mercury Mariner. And hopefully you can see this, man. It is listed as a non-runner. There's an E and a D right there. Enhanced and donation at the sublot. So the current bid is $0. We're going to go ahead and throw a bid on this right now. We're going to add a starting bid. What we want to do, I always want to start the starting bid above what scrappers are going to bid. All right, scrappers are going to throw like $100, $150 bid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a $200 starting bid, and I'll bid it up to, I'm going to do this one for $450. Honestly, guys, I don't know how much this is worth, but I'm willing to put $450 on it. We'll confirm the bid. Bingo, we're winning it. All right. Hey, we've got one that we're bidding on this week. I think we're going to bid on a couple more. While we're at it, let's bid on this. This is one I'm not going to be able to show you. It's in an off-limits area. It's a 95 Buick Skylark Grand Sport. All right. She's a little beat up. She's not pretty, but how many of you remember these? When's the last time you've seen one of these? All right, it looks to be in relatively decent condition. Nobody's bidding on it. So I'm going to put a starting bid of $125, and then I'm going to do a maximum bid of $225. There you go. We're winning another one. How about that? Two of them in the same video. While we're at it, you remember that 2016 Mustang from the previous walk-around video? Nobody's bidding on this. Nobody. It runs and drives great. It's got upper damage to the hood, the core support, and that's about it. Airbags are good. Nobody's bidding on this. Are you kidding me? I can't do it, man. We'll start the bids at $150. I'll go ahead and put a $500. I'll go ahead and throw a $500 bid on. I mean, chances are very slim we would win this, but it's a pure sale. So you just don't know. You don't know unless you try. There you go. Pure sale. I want to make sure you guys see that. It is a pure sale, and we're currently winning it for $150. How many days, guys? It's got 3 days and 40 minutes left on it, and nobody's bidding on it. So there you go. We threw a bid on it. Let's see what happened. Next on my list is a 2007 Nissan Murano. This one is interesting because it's riddled in hail damage, and the hail damage appears to be recent. I say that because the windshield is shattered. Typically, after a hailstorm, if somebody keeps the car, or if this had been purchased after a previous hailstorm, you would have had the windshield replaced already because it is absolutely destroyed. The windshield is not replaced. So I believe this car was involved in the recent hailstorm, but the weird thing is this is listed as a non-runner. This is an enhanced vehicle. So the hailstorm obviously wouldn't prevent it from running. So what happened? Or is this another one of those kind of rarities where you find one that actually does run? It's got decent tires. They're Goodyear Assurance all the way around, 170,000 miles on the odometer. The hail damage, you know, it looks rough, but it's not bad compared to some of the stuff you guys have seen out here with me. It's an all-wheel drive. Yeah, matching Goodyears all the way around. And some, I don't know, aftermarket wheels, whatever. So, let's take a look at the interior. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it doesn't smell awful. It's a little dusty. Nice black leather. I'll bet this runs, guys. I'd put money on it. I would almost bet you right now, cash money, that I put a jump on this is gonna fire up. How much you want to bet? Comment below how much you want to bet right now. Where's the, well, you know, it might start if it had a hood release. There it is. It's hidden. It's hard to see. Look, you got some aftermarket button there for probably some really cool underglow lights. Yeah, guys, I would be willing to bet you money this is a diamond in the rough. I think it is. This is one that for whatever reason didn't start when they tried to jump start it, and they move on. Now, that's not, I want to make it very clear, that's not a that's not in any way, shape, or form saying that people here are lazy or something like that. That's not it. When you're going through over 1,000 cars a week, you put a booster pack on it. If it starts, great. If it doesn't, you send it down the road as non-running. That's how it goes, guys. That's how it goes. People like me and you have a little more time to come out here and play with it to get it running. So I love coming out here and checking out the enhanced vehicles. I love the ones that don't run, because there's more than a few times we have managed to come out here and fire up a non-runner, and for everybody else bidding, oh, they're gonna bid on it as if it doesn't run. Me, I can bid on it a little bit higher because I know it does. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh. Damn. How much did we bet again? Oh, man. Well, that sucks. And it sounds like it's trying to crank, too. This thing may have sucked up water. She looks like a flood car. I mean, she looks like a hail car, but secretly she might be a flood. Okay, so this is kind of the opposite of what I'm used to, guys. I thought this was going to be one of them diamonds in the rough, but realistically, someone might come out here to bid on this and think, oh, you know, something simple. This may have sucked up water. Listen to that. Yeah, she's done. She's done. That's a wrap. Okay. Well, hey, you don't know if you don't try, right? Yeah, well, dang. I was really, really hopeful that this was going to be a diamond in the rough because I was going to throw a bid on it immediately. Now, that's not to say for certain that it's a lost cause. It may be okay. It may need someone to tap on the starter. The starter could be bad. There's corrosion on the battery terminals. It could be a bad battery cable. It's hard to say, guys. But for me, you know, this is one that if you guys had bet me some cash money, well, right now you'd be a little bit richer and I'd be a little bit poorer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. Share the video with your friends if you haven't already. I truly appreciate it. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Auto Auction Rebuilds. Until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon in the next one.